wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KBJ show, so start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KBJ show.
The 2026 college football national champions, Coach Kurt McNady and the Indiana Hoosiers.
If you keep your nose down in life and keep working, anything is possible.
Hoosiers!
And the Hoosiers are national champions. I think they want to sing their song.
If you thought the Indiana Hoosiers and their fans would be singing Queens, we are the champions, but here they are. And all things are possible.
The Heisman Trophy winner from right here in Miami, the Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza.
Great call, let's go!
Wow, there you go, everybody. The Cuban kid pulled it off. How about that? Man, what a game last night.
I went to bed and it was 3-0.
Yeah.
What time do you go to bed? 7 o'clock?
I went to bed at 9. And I was like, all right, it's not that bad. Miami's got a shot.
Yeah.
Oh, that was your...
I was pulling for Miami.
that was your big speech before you went to bed?
I'm going to bed, Panda.
With that kind of pep talk, I can't imagine why they didn't pull it off.
Well, first Panda turned the TV off and he's like, that's it, I'm done with sports, because he was so mad about the Bills. And then 30 minutes later, I heard the TV go back on and he's watching the national championship. I said, well, that was a short hiatus from sports.
He needed a cool down.
He couldn't stay away.
What, he quit for 10 minutes?
He couldn't stay away from the big game. He is but a football man.
He couldn't stop watching. You couldn't stop mumbling.
Yeah.
I was mumbling. I went to bed.
I get what he's dealing with.
I was shuffling around the house like Ozzy.
I guess it's okay.
Sharon!
It really couldn't have been scripted much better than what wound up happening last night. And if you don't know, Fernando Mendoza, who is Indiana's quarterback, is a guy that went to Christopher Columbus High School in Miami. He was overlooked. He had always dreamed of being a Cane, wanted to be a walk-on at the school, even as a quarterback. And like, you're not good enough, dude.
Oh,
Can't
they turned him down.
And honestly, last night, it really was the difference in the game. That decision for the Miami Hurricanes is the reason why today they are not national champions. Because I will tell you, when it came down to the end of the game, it was 4th and 5, and the Hoosiers said, you know what, we could kick a field goal here. They were up 3, and they said, we're going to go for it. 4th and 5, we're going to put the ball in the hands of our Heisman Trophy winning quarterback, and he scrambled all the way 12 yards for a touchdown.
Wow.
And that was the big difference.
What was the down?
It was 4th and 5.
4th and 5.
4th and 5.
Wow.
And they made the gut check call. They decided to go for it. And it was one of those games, though, where it was very tight. In fact, there was a lot of moments that had happened in there. Miami had to play a near perfect game. They had some penalties, and one of the biggest problems they had was they had a blocked punt for a touchdown. So they were close to their own end zone. It got blocked, and that's a 7-point swing right there. And, at 27-21, that too is the game. So they had those moments. But, just when Indiana had to make the play, that was really the difference. It was the two quarterbacks to me. It was Mendoza making that run for the touchdown, and it was Carson Beck when he needed to get the drive and score. He threw the pick. And there you go. And that's why Indiana's the national champs today, and Miami Hurricanes have got to figure it all out. Now, I did see, if this is legitimate, there was a post yesterday, and I'd like to try to track this guy down. There is a dude named Kenny, and he has the Habibi Bowls food truck.
I saw this post.
Did you see that?
Yeah, they said he sold his food truck to be able to afford tickets to go to the game. He's got to be pissed this morning.
Well, what I saw was that he put up the $37,000 truck that he cashed in on a bet for the Canes to win. If they were going to win, he would pocket $150,000. If they lose, he was out of his business. Yeah, so
I admire that kind of moxie.
Yeah, he went for it. So
They're going to take that man's food truck.
I'm kind of curious where Kenny is today. I assume he's not going to have to go to work today.
I mean, he might have to go to work, but it's for somebody else.
Yes.
It's not for himself, maybe.
It could be.
Oh,
Is that one of those ones that does he get positive reaction on a GoFundMe, or is it like, dude, you bet your food truck this is
A
on you?
GoFundMe is a really good idea, actually.
But are people going to give that?
Hurricanes fans might.
Yeah.
If they're not broke from them ticket prices.
I don't know. I think you'd be like, dude, I mean,
This is on you, bro.
it's kind of all on you, dog.
You
Like,
would be surprised. The GoFundMes, everybody, like anybody who does a GoFundMe, I feel like if just 3% of people that see it donate, you can come out ahead.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll have to wait and see if that's going to be his play. I mean, like, again, if it's a legit story, you never know social media.
You're right. We could be talking about a fake story.
Yeah,
and
who
then by
knows?
8 a.m., you guys are so old. You guys fell for the BB story.
BB's a lie. It's an AI-generated food truck. It's not even real.
Could be. Yeah, you don't know.
It easily could be.
Dumb DJs.
We're not even sure the game even played last night.
I'm not even sure you're real.
Wow.
Yeah, I might not even be here.
Yeah. Well, it was looked like a pretty good game last night, so hopefully everybody's happy with that. I know that obviously Canes fans are a little disappointed, but like I said, it was a fantastic game. It's about everything you could have hoped for.
Listen up, y'all, cause here's the sitch. It's time for another round of do it, bitch. 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 Do it. Do it. Do it, bitch. Do it, bitch.
Okay, today we've got myself and Virginia taking on Jbird and Denny's. The gamblers are myself and the Bird, and the responders, Virginia and Denny's. Okay. So,
Old versus new.
okay.
Old versus older.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. You guys are way older than I. Not way older, but I look way older than you do.
Okay, so we start off here. The gamblers are the ones that drive up the odds. The responders have got to live up to it. The first thing that we are going to be looking at here is, oh boy, the boy bands. Okay, first topic that we've got here. All right, I'm going to say that Virginia can name 5.
Oh. 5, you say?
That's what I say.
Well, Denny's, I don't know if you knew this, worked with boy bands. He can do a half a dozen.
You can do 6. Virginia can do 7.
Do it, witch.
Okay. All right, Virginia. 7 boy bands. 10 seconds. Your time begins now.
New Kids on the Block, LFO, One Direction, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC.
You got 6.
Damn
you started great. You had a good round.
Yeah.
I thought that was the only way we win that point.
Yeah, you said once I didn't even think about it. I forgot totally about One Direction and
you started
LFO.
really strong.
You did good, Pumpkin. Bless your heart.
Yeah,
I'm going to punch you in the throat.
And I will file charges. We are going to court.
Things changed this year.
Yeah, 2026, a little different year.
All right, that was the point they were supposed to get anyway, Virginia. So no harm in that. That's just it. Sometimes some points just line up your way.
Oh, Kevin giving a very half-hearted pep talk to you.
No, I want to keep her head in the game.
What
That's
other
I'm
boy
doing.
bands are there? Oh, I'm going to think about this all
You got
day.
O-Town. And
That was the only one I could think of. O-Town. Isn't there like a
You got Take That.
5 or something? Yeah.
Kevin's trying to give you a Braveheart speech, more like Braveheart. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, the next topic, though, is going to be clothing stores.
Uh-oh.
Clothing stores. Okay. Jbird, how many can your partner Denny's name in 10 seconds?
Well, he's a man that wears a lot of different shirts.
Yes, he is. Yes, he
I'm
is.
going to say. My boy can definitely do 6 by clothing so many places.
Virginia can do 7.
Dog, she can do 7, so we're going to have to push it. But are you ready to go full throttle? Boom, boom. That's the answer I wanted. She can do 7, you say to me. He can do 8.
Gonna go to 9.
She can do 9, dog. You're my friend, but you got to do 10.
And this is where we're gonna call it. All right, we're at 10.
All right.
You got it.
10. Your time begins now.
Dillard's, Burdines, PacSun, Ross, Marshalls. You've got the Saks Fifth Avenue. You've got the H&M. You've got Target, Walmart.
Oh, my man came up.
9.
No.
How many do I need? 10?
Yep.
Need 10.
You know what, though? I'll tell you what you just did. You put a little fear in Ralston's eyes.
That was good.
Yeah.
You did really well. That's why I kept driving it up.
I'm telling you,
I had to do what I did.
he's nervous.
I am. Denny's quite a competitor over here.
You made him nervous.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's going to be just who gets the favorable topics. How it goes.
And Kevin's picking the topics.
Well, I kind of got them in an order, so I try to be as honest as I can, being the guy who's playing and hosting.
Well,
so.
this is
a lot over there.
This is the part of the process where Virginia turns on her teammate.
No.
Yeah, she does? Okay.
I'm saying it's a good thing.
It's in their favor.
Oh, believe me.
It's in our favor.
Of course it is. We know. Oh, believe me, we know. Team Marig is in, but you guys are getting taken down by Team Full.
Throttle.
Wow. They really worked that out. Car brands is the next topic.
I feel like we do this every week.
All right. Car brands. We'll do 6.
They used to call him Wheels back when he was in Stewart High School or Martin County. He could do 7.
Where'd he go?
He went to Martin County, the one with the prison. That's
Like directly across the street. Our
Yeah.
teachers used to tell us if we misbehaved, they'd send us right over there.
There's a prison across the street.
Dude, you'd play baseball, you'd look out in right field, and it was a prison.
It's a big jail.
Wow.
Yeah, a jail, whatever.
Intimidation.
It was. You didn't want to go get foul balls over there in right field.
No.
It's directly across the street.
Okay, let's go to 8 car brands. 10 seconds. Bird?
Dude, she's endorsed. She knows so many. She knows about cars. We got to give you 9.
Okay, I'm going to call it.
You could have done 8.
Oh, I could have done 10.
Yeah, see. All right, I feel good about
Okay,
that.
it's all right. It's all right.
You
It's
never
all
know.
good. It's all good. It's all good.
We'll see. 9 is still a struggle. 9 and 10. Your time begins now.
Dodge, Ram, Jeep, Fiat, Chevrolet, Ford, Tesla, Mitsubishi, Toyota, Honda. How many did I get?
Got it.
You got 10.
That's
You
my
got it.
boy.
That's tough. I should have kept going, huh, Virginia?
Yeah.
All right.
What
I
you-
probably could do 15.
So
Really?
I couldn't hear you because I'm hearing.
Full throttle got us on a car one.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
Team Full Throttle loves
bad
cars.
omens.
Full
Bad
throttle's here to stay.
All right, we're down 2-1. Got to get really aggressive next round, Virginia. We are toast. They get one more point. It is all over.
We can't let them leave skid marks on us.
And they would, too.
They would.
Yeah, a lot of skid.
So brown.
Team Full Throttle is known for skid marks.
Yeah.
We are down 2-1.
Oh, boy.
Okay, if Jbird and Denny's take this point, it is all over. It's the first to 3. They are up 2-1, and do it, bitch. The next topic is cities in Florida. And I'm going to say that Virginia can name 10. All right, Jbird, you're the gambler for Denny's. What do you want to do with that?
Boy, I tell you what, this is a tough one. This is tough, Kevin, for him to do 11.
It is.
There's so many cities, though. It's like, dude, all right, he can do 11.
Virginia can do 12.
Do it, which?
Oh, my God. Okay.
Okay. Here you go. 12 cities in Florida of any size. Virginia, your time begins now.
Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Hialeah, Tamarack, Tequesta, Stewart, Lake Worth, Lake Park, Boca, Stewart, Port St. Lucie.
I don't think she got
That
it.
was 10.
Dang.
What did I get?
Got to 10.
10.
And you said Port St. Lucie. It's
And
a
Stewart.
county. You said Stewart twice.
Yeah, I didn't count the Stewart. Yeah.
Also, there's a couple things we want to talk to you about.
Oh, man. At 12,
Oh,
that comes down to just difficult to say.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Just
broke my
short.
brain.
Just short.
Yeah, one more time.
Okay.
Yeah. Woo.
All right. Well, there we go. All right. Nice work there, Full Throttle.
Yes. Full throttle.
Okay, Virginia and I lost Do It Bitch here today. That means we've got to do the punishment. This was an idea that was submitted here by a KVJ Nationer, and it smells really gross.
It was sent in by Jeremy Offerman,
Yep.
not Kaufman. I thought it was Suits. I'm like, Suits? What are you doing?
Yeah, different guy.
Different guy.
Yeah, but Jeremy sends us a lot of great ideas. Appreciate all his work. Oh, my gosh.
God.
I don't know if I can get this thing down. Now, what is this thing made of again? It looks like there's cottage cheese here on the top.
It's anchovy oil. It's like the juice from the anchovy tin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's anchovy juice with a cottage cheese floater.
Just don't think about it, dog.
Try not to. Yeah. Okay. This is, I don't even know if you can necessarily drink this. I think you have to kind of chew it.
You have to chew it and suck it down.
Yeah. Okay. All right. This is going to be rough.
Today, huh?
I really blew it.
No. I messed up with the car brands and then probably went too big with the cities. So she got 11 out of 12, unfortunately. But that's what happens. Just don't lose. Be better, Kev.
Evan, you go first.
Okay.
Okay, Kevin. Oh, he's down the hatch. Oh,
Good job.
he does not look happy.
My man.
So gross. No.
Fish and cottage cheese doesn't belong together.
No, it doesn't. It curdles.
It's curdling.
It's curdling.
Oh, no.
It's a trick.
It's a trick? What?
I'm sorry.
Kevin's having a tough time finding the lens.
It's curdling?
It's expanding. Oh my gosh! Oh, it's so rough.
Good job. Good job.
I still got half.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm gonna finish it.
Oh, Ralston!
Ah.
Beast mode!
So gross. Oh.
All right.
Oh no. Oh no.
Here's to you.
Oh. No. Oh,
That's weird.
I'm so nauseous.
Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah.
Bad.
It sends chills down your spine.
Bad.
Bad.
Okay.
I would not recommend this.
Good job, everybody.
It's a terrible combo.
Nailed it.
Terrible combo. Wow. All right.
Wow, you guys went full throttle on that thing.
Yeah. Oh, I had a chunk of fish. What is this? Oh, anchovies? Oh. What is an anchovies? Just a fish?
Yeah, it's a little fish, a little salty fish.
Isn't it kind of like a gross fish where if you...
I mean, it depends on, where you're from. Some people consider it a delicacy, but
Really?
it's a fish in a can.
Yeah, I would
At the
not,
end of the day.
I would not consider that a delicacy.
No. But great job, everybody.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Well, got to do better, Virginia.
No more ideas from Jeremy.
Take that L. Yeah, no, we do appreciate the submissions, though. Thank you very much.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my new closet designers, Closets by Design.
Well, we know that Brooklyn Beckham has beef with his parents, and it all centers around his marriage to Nicola Peltz. Now, we knew they had beef at the wedding, but we didn't really know what happened behind the scenes. We heard there was some drama with a wedding dress, but we didn't understand just the things that Brooklyn was saying his parents had done to try to make him and Nicola break up. But now he has taken to social media and pretty much done an outline of all the highlights that he says has made the relationship impossible to continue and impossible to reconcile. He's like, I don't want to reconcile with them. They're putting it out there that they want their family back together, but then they're doing things to specifically undermine that goal. So who do you believe? I think I believe both of them. I think that there's always going to be a little drama, drama between mothers-in-law and daughters-in-law. That's a thing. It's been going on since the beginning of time. And according to Brooklyn, his parents tried to get him to sign away the rights to his name before he got married. Victoria was supposed to design Nicola's wedding dress, but at the last minute decided she didn't want to and yanked away the dress. They say at the 11th hour. David and Victoria were apparently furious that Nicola and Brooklyn included their nannies in with the names of all the people that were important in raising them. I mean, if you were raised by nannies, and a lot of these rich kids were, I can see why they would want to include the nannies in places of importance. It's not about excluding anybody. It's about including other important people. You can't be mad at that if you had nannies raise your kids.
I mean, this is such a relatable problem for so many people listening right now.
Right. the problems of the Beckhams.
Yeah.
He also accuses his brothers of doing all kinds of things and his parents of working with the brothers to invite ex-girlfriends of his to be at the house when Nicola came over. And we've heard that. And then his brother started dating one of his exes.
Right.
And the parents embraced her.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big problem. If my parents embraced my sister dating my ex-husband, we would have some drama.
Yeah, I mean, there was some weird stuff that had gone on. Even the wedding that happened on Palm Beach, as that was all going down. The thing about the dance and he even commented on that, where it was supposed to be his dance with his new bride, and his mom comes and cuts in and then starts dancing on him a way he said was inappropriate that made him very embarrassed. And it sounds like she was almost trying to assert herself. And look, you see this in other relationships where mother-in-laws or the mom she has a hard time of letting go of her baby boy and making that transfer. And he is a man now, is establishing himself saying, look, my wife comes first. And so you need to check yourself because mama, you're not the number one lady in my life anymore. I'm now married. So that might be part of the dynamic, and they just really started off wrong. In fact, I guess that's why they renewed their vows, is because they felt like she ruined their whole wedding, and they just had such stank on it. They said, we need a redo.
Do it fresh.
We don't like the way it felt, the whole thing.
And here's the thing, Nicola is very wealthy from her parents.
Yeah.
She don't need Beckham money, and neither does Brooklyn. Usually when you control the purse strings, you can do things like this. You can act like this. But if he don't need your money and he don't want your money, you might want to be better behaved.
Yeah.
If you want to keep the family intact.
Well, we won't know the truth because they're kind of both contradicting each other and what they're saying. We haven't gotten an official full statement from the Beckhams on this, just what came from the other brother who said, I just know what happened. I woke up and I was blocked by my brother. So
we didn't get a full statement from the Beckhams? Oh my gosh, how will we go on? Seriously, and yet the world still turns.
But it's so juicy. And in other news, it looks like the two child actors that accused Timothy Busfield of inappropriately touching them initially told police the exact opposite. And it's on audio recording. I guess the twin boys are in legal documents with audio recordings of their interviews where they were asked by police officers if they were touched, and they both said no. So, yeah. They've looked into the parents of the twin boys, and I guess these parents have been accused of fraud in the past. They've been legally in situations where they were suing, claiming this, claiming that, and they were actually fraudulent. So this is not their first time suing. And being, this is going to be a fight because Timothy Busfield has gone on record and said he's innocent. His wife, Melissa Gilbert, is like, oh my gosh, he's innocent. He's the sweetest, most gentle human. A lot of people from, sets that he's worked on are saying that there's no way he could have done this because he was never alone.
He did that a public apology, and people on the internet, body language experts, are breaking down every one of his moves. See, he is slumping his shoulders over right now as he's talking, which would lead to a lying indicator. Like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Well, the video wasn't an apology. It was a defense.
I should say defense.
It was
yes,
him saying, I didn't do this.
Yeah.
I'm going to fight this. And so that's where he's coming from on it. But, there's still another victim that claims many, many years ago, something happened when she was 16 and it was his first acting place that he had like way back in the day. So that claim still has to be either substantiated or blown up to be untrue.
But how long ago was that?
Many years ago.
So, that's going to be...
Many, many years ago.
What are they going to... I don't think they can go to... Can they do anything with that?
They're just now trying to get him out on bail, his wife is, because she wants to, of course, be able to have him at home with his lawyers, putting his defense together. He's locked up right now while they decide whether or not he gets bail.
He's locked up in the big house on the prairie.
I know. Yeah. And his wife is scared because you know what happens to kid abusers in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other inmates
don't
don't like it. They don't treat them well. So, And finally, Mickey Rourke is continuing to say that GoFundMe should never have been created. Now he's saying, yes, it was started by an employee. And originally it was started by someone who wanted to help him. But then it turned into a scam by that employee. And he's still trying to get the money back. He says, I would never ask fans for cash. The money was scammed by an employee.
Huh.
Dang.
Yeah.
A tale. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
All righty.
All of these people in my life acting berserk. I'm feeling all pissed off and hurt. I need to know if I am the jerk. Oh, am I the jerk? Oh.
Well, this person wants to know if they're a jerk for walking out of a wedding reception. They said they were DJing my friend's wedding for free because I wanted her to have the best night ever. The dance floor was packed. She was loving every song and everything was perfect until the groom's uncle kept harassing me for old country music that nobody would want to hear. After he wouldn't stop, I finally snapped. I shut my laptop and I walked out. The fallout was instant. The bride ran out crying, the groom followed, and the guests split, some saying I was justified, others calling me unprofessional. The maid of honor tried to save things with her phone, but accidentally played a breakup song tied to the groom's ex, which just made everything worse. And by the time the couple came back, the whole reception had fallen apart. Some guests defended me, saying DJs are people who shouldn't be treated like garbage, and others insisted I should have gone to the couple instead of quitting on the spot. But the problem is I'm DJing, so I can't have these kind of conversations because I have to stand by the music. And this guy was clearly all over me all night, and I was kind of trying to wave for some help, and nobody came to assist me. And so finally I just had enough, and I left. So... are they a jerk for doing what they did?
I think that you should try to stay. You are the only music for the reception. Like, it would have to be so bad that for me to walk out and ruin this bride's reception.
I would have a conversation and go, look, I'm trying to give you guys a great wedding, and this is preventing me from getting my job done. Just to let you know, all the videos that are going to be heard back and all this stuff's going to be going on. You want it to look and sound good, don't you? And tell them that, give them a warning shot, and if they don't make the adjustment.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that this DJ couldn't handle it better, because there's a couple things that I think of. One, somebody saying there is something called autoplay, and you're right, pretty much all the DJ kits now, you can just let it go and it mixes everything together.
Right.
In fact, I was looking at that, how AI, will beat mix just as good as any famous EDM DJ out there.
Wow, even DJs are fake now?
Yeah, well, may have been for a while, but now it's a lot easier.
Good point. Point noted.
And the other thing, too, you do have a microphone. And you could get on the microphone and be like, hey, could I get the bride to the DJ booth real quick? And then have her come over and deal with the harassing drunk uncle that is demanding old school country.
You can,
and let her deal with it. I just don't. I think you got emotional. I think you threw a bit of a temper tantrum.
Yes,
and you thought that was your play. That if you can't get the drunkle away from me, I'm going to evacuate. And so I think you are kind of a jerk. I don't think you handled this the right way. It doesn't feel like, to me, you expired all of your options properly.
Yes.
And everybody knows you punch the drunkle when nobody's looking. He's not going to remember it in the morning.
I think that would have been a better way to handle it.
Yeah.
Honestly, violence would have been a better answer.
Okay, let's get YMCA everyone on the floor. Yeah, punch him, play YMCA, and let's do this thing.
And 90% of the people at that wedding have no idea that the uncle was harassing you. All they saw was the DJ slam his laptop shut and quit during the reception. Like, people were probably confused.
They have a saying in the DJ business, never let them see you sweat.
Yeah.
Unless you are on a ton of Molly.
You can start a song and then walk away from your setup while you go speak to somebody.
He didn't handle it the right way.
No, he's a baby.
And the one thing that was never said in this email, and there was a little bit more to it, was that they were a professional DJ. I am getting the impression that this is somebody that likes to do it at parties and for events, and they've not been put through the fire that a true professional has. Because I think a true professional wedding DJ would know these other tactics I just mentioned. This person instead threw a temper tantrum, took their laptop, and went home.
And they were mad because they were free.
Yes.
And they were getting harassed. Well,
yes.
Then don't offer to do it for free if you can't handle what comes with it, which is drunk people annoying you.
Well, half these problems that you always read on the radio, most of them really comes down to people not communicating properly.
Yeah.
They just either don't say anything or they say the worst thing possible. Mm-hmm. I mean, a little talk sometimes can go a long way.
Yeah.
You start a song and go talk to the bride. It's not that hard. You made the wrong move. There's really nothing that you could say to me. If I was DJing my friend's wedding, there's nothing you could say that would make me stop doing that job because it's about the people. It's not about this drunk uncle. People don't even know he's up there harassing you.
This drunkle right here could rattle DJ Virginia.
Yeah.
Trust
Bring
me.
it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not scared of you, whiskey breath. Bring it.
Oh, so much whiskey.
Let's say the drunkle did elevate it to a point where he shoves him or threatens violence on the DJ. At that point, is he justified to take his laptop and go home?
No. I think at that point you have to go and find somebody to help get the uncle out of there. The uncle needs to be thrown out of the room.
No,
not the DJ who's just trying to do this for the bride.
If the uncle puts his hands on you, you take the uncle, then you throw him into the wedding cake.
Yeah, I mean, you were swift uppercut to the chin.
And that's where everyone starts to fight like in a movie.
Yeah.
Everybody like, oh, let's all pick up a chair.
Somebody throws the wedding cake.
Yeah. The music's still playing.
Anna said it was free. You get what you don't pay for.
Sometimes that is true.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes if you have somebody volunteering, you can't hold them to the same standard you would hold somebody who was working for you.
Yep.
And even if you pay them just a couple $100, it does make a difference.
Lesson learned. Well, this is a question I think we do need to answer because I myself have been in a tough situation when it comes to solicitors. Had to deal with one just about a week or so ago with somebody that I was having people come up to my house for things anyway. And, you know, I've got the glass front door and we've got a blind that's halfway shut. So all I could see was knees down. And I'm like, okay.
Knees down. It kind of looked like the people you were expecting.
Yeah. So I had somebody that's like, I don't know if this is the person or not. So
I
went
hope
up,
it is.
Got the door and it was a younger kid. And I was like, probably not him. And then he started going into whether or not I can't remember. If it was,
solar panels?
It was solar panels
Security.
or tiles or who knows, whatever the heck it was.
Everything you just said is how I get burned from solicitors every time. Someone's coming over. I'm doing something. I hear a knock on the door. I'm like, oh, it's got to be Denny's. He's on his way. I open it up, and it's a solicitor. You're like, face to face.
Well, it was rough because I'm in the middle of doing work, and this is just adding to my day. I'm like, and I know the longer I'm out of it, the harder it's going to be for me to get back and to get into the groove that I was in.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And you don't need solar panels.
No. And so I'm telling him, I'm like, look, we're good. We're already set. He's like, oh, we got deals, blah, blah. Somebody else doesn't have it. And then, I get into a place I didn't like it because I'm still trying to be polite, and I wind up lying, which I don't want to have to do. But I'm like, I don't even own this house. And he's like, well, that's okay because you need to. And finally, I'm like, dude, it's not going to work. I'm like, I appreciate your hustle, whatever. It's just not happening. And I had to kind of be with the tone I didn't want to use because, look, I get it. He's hustling. He's just trying to make it happen. But it's just rough because this is not the way to sell me on anything. If I need something, I'll come find you. Don't find me at my house when I'm trying to do work.
I had to lie to somebody too because they wouldn't leave. I'm like, I'm not interested. I'm not. And I didn't even
saying that.
I didn't even do a good job of lying. I go, I don't own this house. I don't even own it. I'm just staying here. I'm from Omaha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know what to do because I kind of replayed it back. I'm like, okay, how could you have done that better? Because I did not like the way I handled it. I did not do it right. But this was a dude, for every little shutdown I had, he had the spin. And it was just like, no. And finally, it's like, no. I'm like,
can't.
Dude, I don't want to use this tone with you. I don't want to be this abrupt, but you're leaving me. You're not coming in here. I'm not going to sit for a 10 or 20 minute pitch. I don't have this kind of time.
No. So you got to find somebody who's not on the clock.
Right. So I'm like, how can I get out of this better? Because Denny's, you said you had something very similar where a door-to-door security salesperson wouldn't leave, and then what, did they wind up getting inside your place?
They were trying to invite themselves in. So, all right, the persistence is insane here. So my wife answers the door. My baby's crying. Lochlan's crying in the other room. So I'm just kind of just holding him, and I'm listening in, and she opens the door. The person just will not accept no. She's like, I'm not interested, blah, 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 all that fun stuff. And she goes, anyway, I got a guest over that hasn't visited in a while. We're kind of having this could be something we could address at another time or whatever. He goes, oh, you got a guest? So he's leaning in. He's like, hey, what's your name? Do you live locally? Who's your security?
Yeah.
He goes, I can kill two birds right here. He goes, have her sit with you guys, and I'm going to pitch it all to you guys all at one time. And she goes, well, I don't even live here. She's like, I'm just visiting. I haven't visited, I haven't seen Jen in a while.
I'm from Omaha.
So he goes, that's fine. He goes, this will only take 20 minutes. He goes, you can continue to hang out. Just go in the back room. He's like, I'm going to talk to them about security systems.
Right.
And she goes, if you overhear something you like, he's like, I'll sell it to you too. And we go, well, no, we never see this lady. My wife's just trying to hang out with her. They don't want, security and stuff. So I have to come out and I'm holding the baby and he's crying and stuff. He's like, oh, hey, little baby. He's like worried about security with this one. Anyone could just break in. Your kid's like so unsafe. And he goes, I saw a while back you guys had security, which the lady before us had it. And I go, yeah, we just decided not to have it. He goes, you're not worried about that? He's like, you got a kid? He's like, you got people coming over? He's like, you see how easily I just came up to your house? Like, people can just break in all the time. It was insane. He would not leave. And he kept trying to sell to the lady that was visiting my my wife.
It's funny you said that because it was actually, now it's all come back to me. It was a security guy too. And I remember my initial out was, I'm like, well, I endorse Xfinity. I said, I'm contractually obligated. I said, there's no way. And he's like, and then he had a spin. I'm like, it's going to be a no. And he's like, and da-da-da. And I'm like, and then finally I'm just like, dude, it is a no. And I don't want to get to that point.
Right.
It's like, the answer is no. There's never going to be a yes. I get that look, I appreciate your hustle. I really do.
I actually don't.
Yeah, I really don't either because, look, anymore, the home it's sanctified. It's like the only reason I'm answering the door, and that's how I get away with it, is I just never answer the door. Mm-hmm. But in that circumstance, I had to answer the door to make sure it wasn't the actual person I needed to talk to.
You got burned.
And I got burned.
It happens.
And then I became somebody I didn't want to be. I was an angry liar. And I'm like, I don't want to be this way. I'm like, gosh, I played that completely wrong. But at the same time, yeah, it's amazing how they don't take no or they immediately spin you into something else. And I thought for sure the Xfinity thing would get me right out. Nope, had a spin. I'm like, it's a no. It's a no.
It was the day after my dog Chewy had passed away and I had just moved into my house. So there were people, there were still things that had to be done that, like on the paperwork end and people were coming in. And it was really late and I just was not thinking. And I thought it had something to do with my house. And it was, again, some guy trying to sell me security and he got into my house. house, and halfway through, I kind of come to because he said something about my television. He goes, that's a big television right there. I go, why is this guy talking about my TV?
Yeah.
And then I go, oh my gosh, this guy's here to kill me, right? And then I go, he thought I was insane. I go, I'm not interested. Please get out of my house. Please leave. I'm not interested. He's like, well, let me call my boss. I'm like, I don't want. He ends up calling his boss when I told him not to. I'm like, dude, my dog just died. His dog just died. He's saying all this on speaker in my house.
What the hell?
And to Kevin's point, I had to turn into somebody I did not want to be. I had to be kind of like a real big jerk. I go, you get the hell out of my house. Seriously.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Now, Andreas said, just close the dang door. He was rude, interrupting your home life. I'm a kind person, but you don't owe him anything. Say thank you, but no thank you. And then just close the door. And then that's probably it. You can remain polite and be like, it's a no. Have a good day, and close the door, lock it, and that's probably what I should have done rather than thinking that I was going to have a nice, clean break, because I just don't think they're able to do that. That's probably something maybe they're taught, that you need to have them almost slam the door in your face or you're not doing it right.
If they're not getting mad, then you continue to try to sell.
The worst is, like, I thought it was Denny's coming over, so I answered the door with my puppet Grimsley. So when I open up the door, I crack it open and go, "Hey, how are you?" But it was a solicitor.
Oh, he was like, "This is awesome."
So now I'm standing there with a puppet in my hand.
This guy wants to be playful.
I know.
I got this sale in the bag.
So I threw myself off. I didn't. My whole strategy went out the window.
So the worst part is he didn't accept no because he said that they aren't selling anything. He goes, we're not selling anything. He goes, we're just seeing if you qualify. He goes, I know you guys are busy right now. There's a lot going on. So he just stuck a sticky note on the door saying we're going to be back tomorrow. So today I have to deal with it again.
No.
I'm going to shut the door on his face.
Don't answer the door.
I'm not even answering it. But
you can't. You just can't.
Even after multiple no's, he said, no, you guys are just busy. You guys aren't thinking right. And he puts a note on the door saying, I'll be back tomorrow. And I just go, wow.
Or do we turn the tables on him? And I don't know. I'd go out there dressed.
We open the door. Now he's in a KVJ video, and it's going to get weird.
Yeah, I'm dressed as Birtle Juice.
I like it.
And I'm drunk.
Yeah, what if the goal is just to out-weird the solicitor?
I don't know if you can. It'd be an interesting challenge. I think they would look, the dude that I got for the security thing, he would not be fazed by it. He would keep on selling, baby.
This is a big, big thing on TikTok. You scam the scammers. You prank the pranksters. Like, this could be actually really funny.
Well, I mean, what if you don't think a solicitor would leave if I open the door and they're like, would you like some security? And I just start going, my friend is Morty, and I start talking to my thumb.
I'd love to see it. I don't think this guy would. Honestly, the guy that I had, I'd love to see Birtle Juice versus the guy I had.
Oh my gosh.
Because he ain't shutting it down.
I would watch that video for 10 minutes.
I think he would dance.
I don't watch videos for 10 minutes.
I do. I think he would hang with it. I don't think you could weird him out. That guy would not leave.
What a fun challenge.
That's a fun challenge. That's a good challenge.
I really think that guy was like, if I don't have a door shut in my face, I'm not leaving.
Okay, now you just got to get dressed as Birtle Juice and wait.
Every day.
This will be the one time when no solicitors come for like a month.
Yeah.
Because my neighborhood, I don't know if your neighborhood is as bad as mine. We've got it bad. I mean, we have so many solicitors.
Couple a week.
At least 4 a week at my door.
Damn.
Per week,
Yeah, probably 2 for me.
Yeah, I'm probably about what you are.
Yeah, we're close.
Something must be done. This is a job for Birtle Juice.
Or just let's weird out this guy. I'll come from the backyard.
Wait, rephrase that.
I'll come from the backyard.
That might get him to leave.
Or might not.
He'll just come back later.
That's true.
Y'all might be dating after this.
He comes back with roses. Christina said, we used to have Jehovah's Witnesses that would come to our door, and after about the 4th time in a week, my husband just answered the door naked, and they left right away and never came back.
That's a move.
Yeah, Virginia saw me kind of go through that, and I didn't really handle that one right either.
I rolled up, and this giant church group, which was filled with mostly Spanish-speaking individuals, was so happy. And I'm like, why are they so happy? They're leaving Jbird's house. come to find out, he thought it was me arriving, but I was 20 minutes late. So he was with this group, and they were singing and doing hymns of praise.
Well, I had my guitar in my hand, and
You joined their church.
I thought it was Virginia, like Kevin did. He thought it was the person he was waiting for. I'm like, hey, what's up, Virginia? And I'm like, oh, it's not Virginia. Like, dude, your soul need to be saved. I'm like, oh boy, this is gonna be long.
No, Jewel, I'm good.
Going quick.
But you're right, it did turn into a musical.
He actually pulled out the guitar and joined their church.
And of course, Virginia pulls up.
I'm like, why are these guys so happy? Because they were leaving Jbird's, and they were like, that was the best interaction they've had in months out there in the wild soliciting for their church.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of things wrong.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha-ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha-ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, there was a shoplifting incident that escalated into a potentially dangerous situation when deputies found Hugh Okoye attempting to ignite a shotgun slug in a Panera bathroom.
Oh, I saw the video of this takedown.
Wow. Yeah, the sheriff said the incident began when staff at a Publix in Stewart caught Hugh shoplifting. He was aggressive towards the staff and was swearing at them. He then left the store, walked to a nearby Panera, and entered the bathroom, screaming at people all along the way.
Oh, no.
Deputies found him in the bathroom shortly after, where he was trying to ignite the shotgun shell. And fortunately, nobody was hurt, including him. But, man, that could have gone bad. Can you imagine setting off a shotgun shell in your mouth?
I didn't know you could do that. Was he trying to take his own life?
I don't know what he's trying to do.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
And that's horrifying, too.
There's a lot of those little things like that. I don't know about guns that you find out, like, you're like, what? How did that happen?
Yeah, I mean, it just needs, basically something to trigger it, cause a spark, and kaboom, and then those pellets go who knows where they go.
Oh, my gosh. That would have been really bad.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's some of the people talking about it.
They had no idea what they were dealing with until our suspect was in custody. He was aggressive towards them, meaning that he was confrontational. He didn't fight with them, but he was confrontational. He was swearing. They realized that what the suspect was actually doing was trying to set off a 12-gauge shotgun slug. It rarely happens, but bullets actually can fire if they're exposed to enough heat and fire. We see that in car fires with rounds going off. This could have ended catastrophically. A shotgun round, a slug round, could penetrate the suspect, could penetrate our deputies.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What a crazy situation. Thank goodness they were there to de-escalate it and nobody got hurt.
Yeah, I mean, what they come across on a daily basis is just unreal. A 48-year-old woman is facing multiple charges after a Prior Lake, Minnesota police officer discovered drugs in a bag she had with a label on it saying, quote, definitely not a bag full of drugs.
You see, you get too cute.
Yeah.
You think you're not going to get caught.
This all happened during a traffic stop, and the cop asked her, said, yeah, you've been drinking? She's like, yep, a lot. Her breathalyzer test showed she was more than twice the legal limit. The officer then noticed the novelty bag, which contained a pot brownie and 14 psychedelic mushrooms.
Damn.
They then found additional drugs elsewhere during the search. Now she's being charged with 4 misdemeanor counts of drug possession and 1 misdemeanor count of drunken driving.
Yeah, all that's a little tough to drive with.
Wow.
And you know it wasn't just drinking.
No,
she took
all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. She took a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
She was getting high on her own supply.
She was basically a pharmacy.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, a woman in Texas was accused of throwing a 25-pound gym weight at another woman that she suspected of being involved with her partner.
Oh, boy.
Fortunately, the other woman was able to move out of the way before being hit. It's unclear how many calories the assailant burned throwing the weight, but what a great workout, huh?
Yeah, you're right. If you went out to a field and just threw a 25-pound weight, they jogged after it, threw it again, that'd be one hell of a workout.
It's kind of like a discus workout there.
And go throw it at him. It's his fault. You're in a relationship with him, not her.
Yeah.
Misdirected hostility.
You don't know all the details.
Unless this girl did it on purpose. But I kind of have a feeling it's more his fault.
Oh, this is the part where you edit out the details.
Here's maybe some more details for the story.
They're probably just using the facility at the same time. These two individuals don't necessarily know each other to our knowledge. So luckily, people that were around stepped in and calmed the situation. We do know a 25-pound weight or any weight near those pounds can be a deadly weapon, considering where you hit the person at.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. Take a 25-pound weight to the temple and let me know how you feel.
Yeah, no doubt. They give you a little bit of a headache.
Took a 7-pound rock to the head.
Nobody is surprised.
It's kind of hurtful.
I'm just kidding.
Well, the Vietnamese authorities are investigating an incident where a foreign tourist was using food to tease wild monkeys. He literally wrapped ripe bananas around his torso, arms, and legs using tape. Don't know exactly why he was doing this. And
he wanted to have a monkey encounter.
He was teasing the monkey. I don't like when people tease animals.
That's kind of twisted, though, dude.
I'm not into that crap.
Yeah. I'm surprised that didn't backfire on him.
I know, right? Because the monkeys can get aggressive.
Right, yeah.
Oh, they will mess up your day.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And they say a beach in England has disappeared under a blanket of uncooked French fries and onions after a container ship spilled its cargo earlier this month.
Oh, no.
You think on our hottest day, do you think we could cook some French fries on the sidewalk and they'd be decent?
Sidewalk fries? I don't know if it gets hot enough.
It doesn't get hot enough, you don't think?
But we could try. It sounds kind of gross, too.
And kind of stupid and a waste of time.
No. We've tried the whole fry an egg on the sidewalk.
Yeah, but that's whack. That's so 1984.
Well, they say AI-powered robocops are now working as traffic cops in China.
Really?
Yes, and these robocops have flat tops.
Do they issue citations or they just try to keep like the order?
I'd like to see what the whole situation is. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're using a lot of cameras and things like that now where I think in 10 to 20 years, you know, a lot of the tickets you'll get will probably be automated tickets.
Magnolia just got one in Tallahassee. She was going 3 miles over the speed limit.
No way.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
From a camera.
I can't go that slow.
Was
rough.
Was the camera on the mailbox she hit?
So she didn't hit anything this time, but it was a school zone.
Oh, okay.
They don't play.
Yep, they don't play.
Yeah.
You got to be so careful because now a lot of I saw one in Boca when I was in Boca. School zones have cameras.
Oh, it was such a deflating feeling. I got pulled over by a police officer, and he was on foot, and I was in a car, and I'm like, I'm really getting pulled over by a guy on foot? Like, gosh.
You got to pull over, though, because he got friends.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not one to run from the law.
Do not run from the law.
Because I would have been distracted by the checkers up the street and got a banana shake. They would have found me.
Curly fries.
And I love this story of a 90-year-old man who marked his birthday by parasailing off Fort Myers Beach. Arnold Sonny Lochlan went up over the Gulf with his granddaughter and his longtime doctor, fulfilling a promise they had made years earlier if he reached the milestone of 90.
Aw, that's adorable.
Yeah, the family members watched from the beach as the group completed the flight and returned safely to shore.
I jumped out of a plane and did the skydiving, and I've done parasailing twice. I'd rather skydive.
Really?
Parasailing, I did not.
Yeah, you're just kind of hanging there.
Keep in mind, the jokers that we were working with would not let me down.
The man running the parasailing company was like, let's mess with the radio guy.
Yeah, let's mess with the guy who's got mental issues. Let's keep him up there and have him have a mental breakdown live on the air.
They may have tortured him unnecessarily.
Oh, they were listening to the show as I'm freaking out. I'm like, please bring me down. Like, this is great. This is great comedy. Please, no, I think I'm dying.
You were making all these weird noises and praying loudly.
That was one of the toughest bits ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Just because,
so weird.
Well, because they wouldn't let me down. That
True.
was the reason why that one sucked.
They were messing with you extra, but all day, every day. If I have a choice between jumping out of a plane or parasailing, I pick parasailing.
Yeah. Jumping out of a plane's wild too, though.
I would never jump out of a plane.
I thought it too, till I saw that guy come down at Palm Beach last week. Did you see that guy that was like parasailing or whatever, just dropped right out of the sky?
That was scary.
That was pretty crazy.
Did they not have him rigged up there right?
I don't know what happened. It looked like the whole thing came down. Like his whole parasail went just kind of like right down to the ocean. He was okay, miraculously. But
thank God.
Yeah, it still makes you think about that.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Well, what I'm thinking about is who the Miami Dolphins have hired to be their new head coach. 46-year-old Jeff Hafley is going to become the Dolphins' 12th head coach, not counting interim coaches that they've had in there. Now, he's been the Green Bay Packers defensive coordinator for the past 2 seasons. Back in 2024, Green Bay was number 5 in yards against and 6th in scoring defense. And this past season, the team was 12th and 11th in those categories, respectively. Now, Jeff Hafley is a first-time NFL head coach. He had been a head coach at Boston College for about 3 seasons and then left that position willingly when he's like, okay, this isn't really working here. And then he came to be a defensive coordinator for the Packers, went right to the NFL. Now, I know this dude because he was the Ohio State Buckeye defensive coordinator in 2019, and Ohio State's defense was elite that year. Oh. They were very good, and they missed him the 3 years after he left. So he was good at that. So that gives me some optimism, but as a college coach, he was 22 and 26. I mean, it's tougher to win at Boston College, though. And, you know, you look at where the Packers have been, 9-7 this last year. I think they were 11-6 the year before. So, you know, he did have something to do with that a little bit, but I would put it as a B. I don't think that it was a complete fail, but to me, a John Harbaugh or somebody like that who wound up going to the Giants would have been an A. That would have been your grand slam. That's the guy that you know has tried and true experience. He can establish a culture. You don't know anything with this guy. And so it's his first chance to do it. And we just gave a guy his first chance to do it, and Mike McDaniel. And so I guess in a sense, at least with this Dolphins fan, I kind of wanted somebody that I'm like, I feel like this is going to be a little bit more stable. You know, the Patriots got Mike Vrabel, a guy who had been in Tennessee, was established. You know he could make a culture, and this guy had a really good chance of doing it. That would have given me excitement. I would have given that an A. I give this a B, and I'm just worried that in 3 years they're going to be like, well, it's the defensive version of Mike McDaniel. And here we are again.
What would you have felt if the Dolphins got Sean McDermott?
I'd have felt really good about that. That's what I was hoping was going to be the switch when that unexpectedly happened yesterday. Let me tell you, Bills players, and it seems like a lot of the fans are very upset, saying, what are we doing? Like,
he's not the problem.
Right. The problem's not Sean McDermott, the coach that we've had. What are you doing? You're getting rid of the only surefire thing that we had that was getting us back every year, aside from Josh Allen, their quarterback. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm really kind of surprised by this. There were a lot of names that were out there. And, you know, they go with Jeff Hafley. And like I said, he was good as a defensive coordinator for 1 year in college at a big program. But other than that, there's nothing that gets me too excited about anything he's done. So I am kind of excited they went with the defensive coach this time, but we'll just have to see. So right now, I said, did the Dolphins get the right head coach in Jeff Hafley? 70% of Dolphins fans are saying no, they did not.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'd probably be optimistic by giving him a B in the hire, but yeah, I don't know.
You're optimistic, Kev.
Yeah, but honestly, when did the Dolphins give me anything to be optimistic about?
That actually
when was the last time that happened?
It says more about you than the Dolphins.
I would say that actually sounds like pessimistic, Kev.
Yeah, I don't trust him, and I don't know anything about this guy, and I don't trust the hire. So I don't know. We'll see. You never know until they put it on the field, but who knows? Start of a new regime. Bird, what you got on your mind today?
So I told you the other day that I fall asleep to thunderstorms on YouTube, they'll have people, they'll make 8-hour videos, which is really cool because you just go to sleep, you got 8 hours, you're like, all right, everything should go as planned. Well, the last couple nights, something is off. Something's with my TV doing something weird. The night before, it took my thunderstorms and started playing very loud body cam videos, which it sounded like the Palm Beach police.
Put your hands up!
Yeah, the Gardens Police Department were raiding my house. So last night I double check everything, making sure, all right, this is an 8-hour sleep video. The same crap happens again, but now I get awoke by the theme song by Unsolved Mysteries, which in my opinion is the most horrifying theme song in the history of theme songs. You know that.
Oh, I do.
The murder is gonna get killed. And they have somebody that's playing Unsolved Mysteries nonstop 24 hours a day on YouTube. That's their channel. And something happened to where it went from peaceful thunderstorms to back in Indiana, this woman was never seen again.
Decapitated.
Yeah, we only found her hands in her mailbox next door. You're like, oh my gosh. And it's hard to get back in that zenful sleep mode.
Is it possible that the demons you've invited into your home now have figured out how to work your YouTube TV?
Well, that's what I was.
And they have scrolled down a little bit and found something horrific to scare you. Your demons are lazy. They don't have to even do it themselves anymore. They just click down and scroll down.
See, I would argue that they're not lazy, that they're doing so much extra work to make my life a little discombobulated. But I did have that thought. I go, I know for a fact I put an 8-hour thunderstorm video on.
Yeah.
But what, an hour and a half later, Indiana, a woman's never seen again.
Murder.
Yeah. So I wanted to kind of look at what other theme songs are the creepiest. Nothing compares to Unsolved Mystery. I mean, you got Twin Peaks that was listed, X-Files, Tales from the Crypt, American Horror Story, Twilight Zone, Are You Afraid of the Dark, Hitchcock Presents. None of them are at even close to Unsolved Mysteries. Ooh. So
your demon knows where to hit you.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
does research.
Well played, Demon. That was very good.
He did the work on Reddit ahead of time.
Yeah.
Realized that was the most impactful theme.
Would you agree, though? That's the most horrifying theme song.
It's a strong contender. It's definitely one of the top 2 for me.
And what's crazy is they did that series back in the 80s. They had updates of, so you'll watch an 80s one. You got, I wonder if there's an update on this, and there's sometimes updates on it.
Ooh, I like
where they
that.
find the murderer.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
DNA has a lot of updates coming down.
Oh, if you are a murderer or an offender of any sorts like that, I'd be real nervous with every knock at the door. They're gonna get you.
Yeah. Virginia, what you got on your mind today?
Well, we have a busy schedule. You know, it is officially season in Palm Beach County. You can tell because there's so many things. Of course, this Friday, make sure you have plans to join us at the South Florida Fair. Party with Pirates is the theme. And we're all going to be dressed as pirates. My son Rocco is going to be singing the national anthem.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Oh, he's so excited. He went to his music lesson last night, and him and his teacher, his vocal coach, they focused on the national anthem. Try to get that thing tight.
That's awesome. That's good. You'll do a great job. I'm excited for that.
He's very excited. And then this weekend, I'll be at Busch Wildlife on Saturday. Wine in the Wild.
Okay.
I love that idea, by the way.
You both can come. You're both invited to come with me.
What day is that?
It's Saturday evening at Busch, their brand new campus in Jupiter Farms. It is lovely. Our friend Amy from Busch Wildlife, she put blood, sweat, and tears, her and her team, into this new space. The animals love it. The volunteers love it. The people that show up like us love it. It really is beautiful. Wine in the Wild. Tickets still available Saturday night.
Oh, I'll have too much wine. And
all you can drink, all you can eat.
And think I have some kind of connection with that bear, and I'll try to hug it.
Oh, I can't wait for that. That'd be great.
Oh, my gosh. It's worth the price of admission right there.
Yeah.
I think me and the bear would hit it off. I don't think in it all...
It gets a little too aggressive. They have to trank it.
And when you say it, then you mean me?
Yes. The bear's like, get this guy off of me.
Trank that man.
It's all hugging me.
I know.
Trying to make out.
Hashtag me bear in the thing.
Hashtag me bear. Yeah, so that's going to be Saturday. Wine in the Wild. You guys are both invited. Everybody should come join us. And then on Sunday, I'm going to be out with the team from Holy Ground PBC. Remember them? Captain Crust and Princess Pepperoni went to their West Palm campus and brought them pizza.
I do remember this.
It's a wonderful charity that helps women who have been in distressful, abusive situations have a place to live while they're pregnant or while they have little kids to get skills for life and put their lives back together. So,
yeah, Captain Crust, Princess Pepperoni, we want to help everybody out.
We do.
All sorts of people.
We stay busy. That's what's going on.
And Denny's has said what he has on his mind. He said he's been putting the crushed red peppers on everything. She's got a little shaker of it. Have you ever seen that? I put that on my pizza, and it is the game changer for my pizza. I love that.
The flakes?
Yeah, and now since I started doing that, it's an always if it has it, and my favorite pizza place has it, and I think it's why it's my favorite pizza place is because of those red pepper flakes.
Fire flakes.
Are they super hot?
Yes.
They're pretty hot.
Man, I'm such a little bee.
You would not enjoy it.
You would hate it.
7-year-old palate.
But you said you put it on sweet things too, Denny's?
I put it on everything. I never noticed that you could buy the shakers. Jen got the shakers. She added it to bread.
I'm going to get that too.
She made ala vodka sauce, and she sprinkled it in there too, and it made it so much better. But I add it to everything. I'll add it to like a peanut butter sandwich with jelly. I'll sprinkle a little bit on that.
Really? Wow.
Oh, that's Denny's weakness, ala vodka sauce. He'll do anything for that stuff.
I like it too. Just hold the ala.
Okay. It's straight vodka.
I like a vodka sauce with like a couple of olives in it.
that would be the
I'll take two, actually.
If you ordered a plate full of pasta, but you just put vodka all over it.
Hold the ala.
I tell you, it is another chilly day out there. It's going to be gradually warming up. In fact, I saw by Sunday, we're going to be close to the mid-80s. So you're going to forget about this coolness.
So maybe like go to the South Florida Fair today or tomorrow.
Cool.
Yeah, I want to go when it's nice and get a little breeze and a crispness in the air.
I wanted my pool for a few minutes just to see if I could take it. I couldn't.
It's probably good for you, though, for inflammation.
It is. That's why I do it, but it was not good for being comfortable.
Yeah.
Like,
Shrinkage.
I'm like, oh my gosh, this sucks.
Don't look on his face.
That's the thing. Yeah, I was talking to a buddy of mine last week, and he does the cold plunge and sauna treatment. He goes back and forth. And I was like, ooh, that sounds cool, but I don't think it's easy to do. And they've got all these fancy little health clubs. And he was telling me like what he pays for his memberships. I'm like, that's absolutely insane. I'm like, that's a car payment or that is somebody's rent.
Oh yeah, those cold plunges are. That's a rich person's thing.
Is he a member at that club in the gardens?
Yeah, he was.
Well, Magnolia has a friend that was a member at that club, and she went to go over there and check it out because she's like, oh man, there's a new fancy health club.
Right.
She's like, oh, I'm going to go see what it's all about. I think it's like $500 a month for a membership.
I know somebody that does the same club. Yeah. I couldn't believe what they're paying per month.
What?
I go, dude, all you need is a room, a jump rope, and if you want a cold plunge, just get some ice from Winn-Dixie, put it in your tub, and put the water on.
It's a scene.
Oh, I know.
There's like a bar.
Oh,
there's a rooftop, like club.
Oh, working out and a rooftop. Just my game.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Yeah, he was telling me that, they had been using it a lot as a babysitter service, too. I guess on Fridays, you can drop your kid for like 3 hours and they'll watch him so you can go have, a little bit of fun time. But that's
kind of nice.
It's almost like an all-inclusive thing. Yeah, and they had like a bar. I'm like, they
got a bar.
Gym with a bar? Yeah. I was like, okay.
It's got a bar scene.
It's got everything.
Like happy hour.
Yeah.
One of the worst conversations, and it was not that long ago. It was over the holidays. It was two beef heads just talking about, yeah, I plunge too. No, plunging's great for your buys, your tries. I'm like, oh my gosh, get me out of here.
Yeah.
Get me out of here right now.
Were they talking at you or near you?
They were talking near me.
Okay.
I was in the conversation for a little bit, and then it turned to cold plunge.
I'm out.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Go to the wing section.
Chicken wing.
Yeah, so if you've got a pool out back of your house, you can do a free poor man's cold plunge right now.
There you go. Do it.
Yeah, and the really poor man's is just a barrel of rainwater. Get
You're
in that,
right.
baby. Yeah.
Just be careful. Amoebas.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Absolutely.
Yeah, don't go to any canals.
Yeah. It's the price you pay. It's the price you pay. Yeah, so it would not be a bad day to get to the South Florida Fair if you do want the cool that is going to be going on.
Yes, I love it when it's like this.
Mm-hmm. And I think for producer Denny, it's going to be an exciting year because they're looking to take baby Lochlan out to the fair.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I love that.
Might be a new thing. Him just over 2 years old. They're thinking that, maybe he could now kind of start walking around and, at least be into the lights and the plush toys and all
there's
the
a
kind of
whole
stuff they have.
kids midway.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a little kid, you might not know that there's a whole midway with just toddler rides.
That's the one I like to go
There's
on.
probably about, 10 or 12 just toddler rides. And then the multiple fun houses for the little kids are adorable, too.
The toddler rides are the ones I can kind of stomach.
You're good with those?
Yeah.
Or you get in the little monkey and you ride. It just goes around and around. It doesn't really do anything up or down.
We forget May's going to be here very, very quickly. Lachlan's going to be 3.
Wow.
In May.
Yeah.
Isn't that insane?
He was just born.
I know.
How is he 3?
You can tell, too, he's hitting that growth spurt where you go from you can tell he's hitting a new level.
He's kind of built like a supermodel. He's slender and really tall. Like he's off the charts in his height.
Yeah, he's tall.
I mean, that's living the dream right there, Denny's.
Mm-hmm. Could be.
Denny's in stitches in there.
Has Lochlan ever been on any kind of amusement ride yet?
No, he hasn't. This will be his first time.
Aww.
Okay. So you don't know. I think some kids really seem to love them, and then other kids are a little overwhelmed and freak out.
Both my kids love rides.
Do you want to start him off with the Gravitron?
So he's no stranger to riding around. His grandparents got him one of those cars that you can drive around in the yard.
Fancy.
The ones with the battery. But what's cool about the new ones is so the kid doesn't crash and stuff. It comes with a remote control that's Bluetooth. So we just turned off his ability to drive, and we just drive him around the yard.
That's so fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a cool little thing. So you think he's going to like the rides then?
I think he'll like the rides, and he's going to definitely want plushes, like those toys that they have and stuff. Anything of, the colors and such.
Well, there's so much stimulation there. Lights galore. Everything's flashing at you.
Yeah. It's going to be fun.
You got to make a cute video of him experiencing the fair for his first time.
I will. You're going to see the excitement. He gets really excited about stuff like that.
That's so cool.
So cute.
Well, if you'd like to bring your kids out, we are going to be at the South Florida Fair on the Coke Florida stage this Friday night at 7 p.m. It's an all-ages show. So come on out and enjoy KVJ playing fun fair games with you and also some songs by the Snack Pack.
The theme is party like a pirate. And these pirates like to party. I got a full pirate costume. It is amazing.
I have my pirate costume coming today during the show.
Okay.
So be cool, porch pirates. And don't steal my package.
Wouldn't that be just the ultimate irony?
That would be.
A porch pirate opens it up and they're disappointed. It's just a cheap pirate costume.
See, if I was a porch pirate and I opened it up and it was a pirate costume, a big jackpot.
Would you put that on to continue to pillage?
It would turn into a thing, yeah.
Would you appreciate a porch pirate that actually came in a pirate costume?
They're at least doing the work.
Right.
Yeah, I would appreciate
They
that.
put on an act as they steal your stuff.
I'm not happy about it, and I don't condone it, but I respect it just a hair more.
Okay. Gotcha.
Did you get one of them peg legs?
No, I kind of went, I don't know. Sometimes you got to be careful on Amazon Prime. I was trying to get Ralston's measurements because I was going to order you one, but I don't want to get you something that's so small, or do I? I don't know what we're going for.
Okay, who is responsible for this chaos? Is it Jbird or is it producer Denny's son, baby Lochlan, who got paint in their eye and then freaked out about it? I'm going to say that one sounds like Jbird to me. What do you think, Virginia?
I mean, I don't want anybody to get paint in their eye, but I'm sorry, Jbird. I hope it's you.
It was me, and it wasn't even my fault. And I felt bad for my buddy because he obviously didn't mean it, but we were painting a wall together, and he kind of turned around to say something, and where my head was positioned, he slapped the paintbrush right on my eye, and the paint got in my eye to a point where my eye started getting swollen, and it looked like it was this big gray ball coming out of my head. And I'm going, dude, do I got to go to the ER for this?
Sometimes the snack pack's like the modern day Three Stooges.
Well,
smacking you in the face with a paintbrush. Why can't that be on camera?
well, now, I mean, I don't have good peepers as it is. So I'm going through my house trying to find any kind of wet something just to wash it. Just something to get it
So
out.
I grab a Lysol wipe.
So I grabbed the gasoline. I don't know if you've ever gotten paint in your eye before. I'm talking about when the paint that you paint a closet with.
Never.
It's kind of frightening, dog.
I don't have Curly and Mo helping me paint, though.
I love my friends.
Which friend was it?
I'm not going to do that because it felt really bad.
It
was
a difference.
It was Denny's. No, it wasn't. It was not Denny's. It was not.
It was Shemp.
Shemp.
The one stooge nobody ever talks about.
Except Denny's.
Okay, was it Jbird or baby Lochlan that had a lizard jump on their chest and then kind of chill there for a few seconds?
Oh, my gosh. Jbird would love that.
Would.
I think it would scare him a little bit, but he also would love the animal interaction.
Okay. I'm going to say that one's Lochlan.
Yeah, I think it's Lochlan, too.
That one was Lochlan.
Okay.
First, interaction with the lizard on him. I think he loved it.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Okay, didn't freak out, didn't scare
No,
him?
not at all. I don't think he's afraid. You know what else is really odd? He's developed a weird fascination with spiders. He loves them.
Oh,
We were at the Rust Market. There was a painting of a spider, and he kept trying to get me to get it. And I go, bro, I'm not putting that in the house.
You have arachnophobia.
Well, yeah. Instead, we got him a picture of the movie Cars. I was like, this one's much, gentler. But yeah, it was a Black Widow spider painting that somebody had sketched out, and he was obsessed with it.
Wow.
But he's also liking lizards, though.
Yeah, he likes lizards. He likes spiders. I don't think he's bothered by any of that stuff.
Wow.
Well, the only thing that I love lizards. They used to kind of creep me out. I just don't like when they get salami neck. Salami neck kind of freaks me out a bit.
Or they come up and do push-ups in front of you.
That's how you know someone's about to.
Mating call.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're putting out that say, hey, ladies.
And my dinosaur garden has turned into basically the play lizard mansion.
It's a lizard problem.
Well, I mean, it's kind of perfect for them. You got all the rocks and plants, and
there's like a little grotto in the middle for
their
them.
dead relatives. There's sculptures of all their dead relatives in there. Like
you're right.
Their prehistoric grandfather.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so which one was it, Jbird or baby Lochlan that got injured bending down trying to pet a cat?
That's Jbird.
Feels like it.
It's definitely me. I'm trying to do the science. You guys wanted a video of me trying to
crawling and slow blinking at cats.
Slow blinking at cats, and I finally had one in my driveway. So I'm getting up on all fours trying to film it all, and I injured myself. The cat ran away, didn't get the cat, and I had a tough time getting back up.
Now your neighbors are like, "What the hell is he doing?"
No, they're not. Like they've already come to that conclusion.
Who woke up because they heard tapping on the window? Bird or Lochlan on that?
Oh, boy.
I'll go Bird on that.
Yeah, that feels very Bird.
Yeah.
It was Bird.
Who was tapping on your window?
Dude, there's something that people think I'm crazy, which I get. But it sounds like someone goes up to my window and just with a bony finger tap, 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 tap. And then it'll go to another window, tap, 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 tap. You get up, you look at your camera, there's nothing there. You get up, you look with your peepers, there's nothing there.
Could it be an animal?
Could be an animal, or it could be a demon.
Like a bony-fingered bird?
It could be a bony-fingered bird or a bony-fingered demon. One of the two.
Okay.
We're trying to figure.
I'm pulling for bird.
Two interesting options.
We're trying to figure that out.
We only got two options here, bird or demon.
I mean, haven't you really had enough demons?
Yeah, I know. I work with one. It's too much.
Yep. And who left a phone on top of a car? Was that Jbird or was that baby Lochlan?
Oh, my gosh. This is tricky because Jbird's done it so many times.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Look, I'm a flawed man.
But I'm going to say maybe this, I'll throw a Hail Mary. I'll go Lochlan on this. I'll go the opposite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'll go the opposite.
What are you doing, mouth?
I'm going to go bird.
Okay. Who was it?
That was baby Lochlan.
Oh, wow.
It
a little
really
tricky.
It's easy to do. It really is an easy thing to do. If you got anything on your mind and you're trying to grab stuff out of your car, you can totally leave your phone.
How did that wind up happening?
Just taking Lochlan out of the car, you're holding him in your arm, he's grabbing stuff, and we've been trying to get him to help out more and stuff. I'm trying to get him very interactive with everything that we do.
I love that.
Carrying some of my stuff. Yeah,
Pull your weight, baby.
Whenever it's time to feed the dog, we go feed the dog. So he opens the thing, he scoops the food, he fills up her thing, brings it back, puts it back, and closes it.
Love
we've
that.
been teaching him stuff like that.
Nothing's free in this world. Room and board, baby.
That's right.
That's right. Now we go to Jbird's house and you're going to mow his lawn.
Smart.
But yeah, he was just holding my phone and some of my stuff and put it on. And I didn't know he was putting stuff on top of my car while I was holding him.
Damn.
It
Was
happened.
it your phone?
Yes.
A new one?
It was fine. It was landing somewhere, so we weren't leaving, so I didn't have to worry about, driving off with it on top of my car or anything.
That is the worst feeling when you kind of go back in your mind and you say, wait a minute, I think I might have left it on the top of my car. So the whole walk back to your car, you're going, please.
Please let it be there. Please let it be there.
Please only let the sun damage my phone and not someone steal it.
Or some bony-fingered bird take it.
You're
Could
right.
be.
Or demon.
Never know what it could be. A lot of things out there. Got an email here with somebody who's very upset at their father, who is a lawyer, who got a sex offender out of jail even though he knew he was guilty. In their email, it says, my dad is a defense attorney, and recently he represented a well-known sex offender with a long record going back to the early 2000s. On a legal technicality, my dad got him released.
That's why I could never be a defense attorney. I'd be like, nope, lock him up. He did it.
Now, I think my father really knew that this guy was guilty. In fact, I overheard him saying so, but he insists, look, I'm just doing my job. But I can't get past that. This man is now back in the community, and my dad helped make that happen. My mom says I'm being unfair and that the justice system needs defense attorneys to function, but I feel disgusted and disappointed, and I've lost a lot of respect for my dad. Is this a moral line I'm allowed to draw, or do I have to accept this as part of my profession? Or part of his profession? In other words, am I wrong for losing respect for my father?
I don't think you are, because I think there's times in life where you have to almost do the right thing over making money in a career. If you know somebody did something horrific and you have knowledge of it and you know for a fact they did it, and you're getting them off on a technicality, I couldn't sleep with myself. And especially if it was a horrific crime and they got I couldn't do it.
What if he goes back out and offends again and hurts another child, and that could have been protected?
The reason why this is tough is because it seems like the lawyer felt in his heart that he did do it, and he's only getting him out because of this loophole.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, if you're a monster, I don't believe in loopholes.
Yeah, it would be interesting, if you talk to defense attorneys, because look, their job and the way our legal system works is when everybody's giving it their best efforts. If you had defense attorneys be like, yeah, I'm not going to try on this one. I'm not going to give this guy my full effort. Then the justice system doesn't work, because let's say that the person is actually innocent. And then because in his own mind, an attorney's like, yeah, I'm not going to really try to defend him because I think he's guilty. Well, let's say he's not.
Well, that's different because you don't have, you don't know.
Well, I'm saying with his dad, he thought in his own mind this guy was guilty. But what if he wasn't? He still deserves a full, vigorous defense in that. And to me, if you can't do that, then you shouldn't be a defense attorney. You should get out and do something else.
I agree.
There's different ways to do law. And I would just be like, if that's your thing, don't do that.
Be a prosecutor that goes after these guys.
But if you are the lawyer and if you know what's going on in the case, you have all the information, and you're with your client, and it starts adding up. You're like, this guy definitely did it, and I'm getting him off because there's a loophole. And you know that under that scenario, I would have a tough time justifying that.
Me too, and that's why me and you would be terrible defense attorneys.
Like, I get it. You got to do your best as I get all
we
that.
would mess up the system.
And I think this is a unique situation to where the lawyer seems like he's got information going, all right, this guy did it. But maybe a lot of defense lawyers, they don't know, and they want to give their best and say, I'm going to try to get this guy off or this girl off.
I'm wondering if, too, you might have defense attorneys from time to time, if they find that out, saying, yeah, you know what, I think I could get this guy off on a technicality, but I'm not going to take advantage of that, and I'm going to act like I didn't notice it. And I'm going to let them go on ahead and be found guilty.
I mean, if it was a horrendous crime, and you know what I'm talking about, and the guy's walking the street on a loophole technicality.
And could offend again.
And I'm the reason why that person's out there. I helped get him out there. I don't know, man. That's a tough one for me.
I might have to bump him with my car while he's jaywalking.
Somebody's asking, Kev, did your dad ever defend a bad guy? Yeah. I mean, everybody defended was a scumbag for the most part. So, but that was, what he did. Now, he doesn't do that kind of law anymore, but, that's how he looked at it, and that's how he believed, is that it's my job, is when the legal system works best, you have two attorneys doing everything they can within the law to do what's right, to make sure that somebody gets a good prosecution and also a vigorous defense. Because if somebody lays up and in their own mind, they've already convicted their client and don't try, that's not how the justice system's supposed to work.
I mean, for somebody like someone that was defending a Ted Bundy, where Ted Bundy already admitted he did all this stuff and he's trying to... That would be hard to defend, no? Or a Jeffrey Dahmer type, and you're there.
I couldn't do it.
And sometimes you can then, that's where you do a plea agreement and say, hey, look, you're guilty, so let's just try to plea and let the state give you what they will give you, admitting that, yes, you kind of did these kind of things, and let's try them based on that. And maybe it'll help curb down your sentence or whatever it might be, but this is the best move for you.
Because this does happen where everybody in the courtroom knows the person did the crime, but because of whatever happened with the technicality, they get out, and there are cases where they do get out and they do reoffend.
And Yasik said, you know what? If you're going into this and there's a chance that he could be guilty, don't take that job. You're right. You don't have to take every case unless, your court-appointed attorney. If you have the option, be like, yeah, I'm not going to take this one. I'll stay away from that. Because you don't have to take everyone that comes across your desk if you're in private practice.
Or what if it's someone so evil, like they're telling you how innocent they are, and you guys are walking into court, and right before they go into court, he looks at you and goes, I did it all. Now defend me. And that's the last thing he says to you.
Isn't that the movie with Richard Gere?
Primal Fear.
Primal Fear. At the end, he realizes he defended the guy that did it.
He's like, oh, crap, he is the murderer.
He is the bad guy.
Zach is on here from Boca with a thought for the daughter who sent in the email about her lawyer father who got the sex offender out of jail. What is your thought on this, Zach?
Yeah, I mean, I just think if she feels so strongly about it, she should let her dad know that she doesn't need any more money from him, and he can go ahead and cut her out of the will, because this is how he supported the family. If she has such a moral high ground, she shouldn't want the money either.
You're right, absolutely, because it's dirty money.
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right. She needs to say,
absolutely right.
I can't take your filthy money, Dad. That BMW I'm driving, here it is.
It's filthy.
That's right, it's filthy. These purses and shoes, it's filthy. Take it all back.
Good point.
Yep. That's it. So, yeah, you got to sometimes watch when you draw moral lines. Are you ready to draw it for yourself as well?
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my new closet designers, Closets by Design. Well, taking a look at your dirt today, it looks like Shannon Doherty, right before she died, signed paperwork saying that she wanted to finish this divorce with her estranged husband. When she was dying, her and this guy, Kurt, were no longer living together as husband and wife. And now he is contesting the divorce because he is saying, I don't know. I don't think this is legit. I think he wants more stuff from her estate. But her estate is claiming that, no, sorry, she signed it right before she died. And then, she literally died the day after she signed it. And it holds up. So this will be interesting to see what the courts decide. He is contesting it and looking for more. She died at the age of 53.
Yeah.
So it's just 18 months since she passed away. What's he been doing in this time? He didn't want to contest it before then? I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, it does have some of the earmarked things of it's 18 months after her death, and maybe finances are not what he thought they were going to be.
Maybe he's running out of money and he's like, oh, wait, what can I do to not have to work but still get some money? Oh, I know.
Wouldn't be the first time we heard this kind of story, but it is odd that you're right. 18 months later, he's now contesting something you would have thought he would have been right on.
Yeah. And I mean, if she signed the paperwork the day before she died, that's what she wanted. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go ahead and honor the dead woman's wishes. Good luck for you moving forward if you try to contest the dead woman's wishes. Mm-hmm. Sad news in the world of fashion. Valentino passed away at the age of 93.
Who's more popular, Valentino or Versace?
Versace, I think.
Kind of impressed. I knew both of those.
I am.
That's big stuff.
The two big V's.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Fashion icon.
He founded the Valentino brand back in 1960 and reached a really big audience, of course, when he was in The Devil Wears Prada in 2006. Sources say he passed away at his home in Italy, and no other details about what exactly was going on. But he was 93, y'all.
Yeah, he had a full life.
He did. Mm-hmm. And finally here, we're so excited. Friend of the show, Tyler Cameron, just announced that he is going to be having a new show, a new Bachelor show in the whole Bachelor franchise. It's called Bachelor Mansion Takeover, which has 12 handy Bachelor Nation contestants, favorites from over the years and all of the seasons, all competing for $100,000 as they transform the Bachelor Mansion.
Okay. That's a smart idea for a show.
It puts those two things together, the whole home makeover thing and the whole Bachelor Nation. And you have, of course, all these hotties. They're all hot like Tyler. Right. And they take their shirt off and they're doing like woodworking. And I mean, who could resist?
Now you just have to find the contrived drama.
Yes. And there will be drama.
Oh, yes, of course.
You can check that one out on HGTV coming up March 2nd. And you can check out Tyler Cameron. He will be here on the KVJ show in 6 days.
Okay.
On Monday, the 26th, he'll be in here to promote his upcoming gala.
Very nice.
Yeah. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
This is coming from Ben Affleck. And I've been listening to some of the guys in Hollywood. And he and Matt Damon, they had that new movie that's based in Miami.
Yeah, where the cops took money from a bust.
Yeah. I think it's pretty good. We were talking about it a bit yesterday. But, they've been talking a bit about where AI is going to go. And when I've listened to Ashton Kutcher, he was talking about how really what the media is going to be is you will make your own little story with characters and AI will create it, and then you'll share it amongst your friends. Almost, will we even have a lot of media that is almost something that we all share together? Now, I don't ever, even with what Ashton said, I didn't see that going away, but I did for the first time talk to a guy where he and his friend circle are now doing this, where they will make a story and they'll all be in it, and they're good enough with using AI that they then send that little story to each other where they're doing whatever the thing is and they get amused by it.
But not everybody wants to be a creator. I don't want to be a creator. I want to be a consumer of entertainment. I don't want to be a part of the creation process. When it comes to TV and movie, I want somebody else to do the work.
See, I want to be creator. I don't want to be the watcher. And
We know.
I don't. Well, I mean,
Steven Jbird has the fire in his belly.
I think we all do. I think like what we've been talking about, I think it's a tool that helps you do cool things where it's available to everybody now. All this kind of stuff used to be only available to big time motion picture studios.
Yeah.
Now you're able to compete. So like I said, some of those Star Wars fan films, they're getting better every single day.
Yes.
To where young Luke looks like young Luke, and it's not weird looking. And if the storyline is there, which does come from the heart a lot of times, I think that's what's going to always win.
That's what I saw as being a bit concerning was when Disney started licensing out their characters for AI. I was like, oh, wow. Because they realized, if you can't beat them, join them. And so they're seeing other ways to make profits. So you'd be able to make your own little Star Wars short movies and send to your friends.
There are AI short movies right now that are better than what Disney World did with AI.
Yeah.
They look better. Their storylines are better. And I think Disney is a little worried because I believe Kathleen Kennedy, the Sith Lord of the Star Wars Empire now, when it comes to making movies, I think she's out. Or on her way out.
She was the creator that made the Star Wars movies you didn't like, right?
From Disney, yeah.
But here's Ben Affleck talking about it. So, I mean, is this just going to get rid of all the creatives in Hollywood? Not according to Ben.
Movies that will be one of the last things, if everything gets replaced, to be replaced by AI. AI can write you excellent imitative verse that sounds Elizabethan. It cannot write you Shakespeare. The function of having 2 actors or 3 or 4 actors in a room and the taste to discern and construct that is something that currently entirely eludes AI's capability, and I think will for a meaningful period of time. What AI is going to do is going to disintermediate the more laborious, less creative, and more costly aspects of filmmaking that will allow costs to be brought down, that will lower the barrier to entry, that will allow more voices to be heard, that will make it easier for the people who want to make Good Will Huntings to go out and make it. Look, AI is a craftsman at best. Craftsmen can learn to, make stickly furniture by sitting down next to somebody and seeing what their technique is and imitating. That's how large video models, large language models basically work. A library of vectors of meaning and transformers that interpret context, right? But they're just cross-pollinating things that exist. Nothing new is created.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. And really, in order to do that, look, craftsman is knowing how to work. Art is knowing when to stop. And I think knowing when to stop is going to be a very difficult thing for AI to learn because it's taste.
And there's a thing that people are saying a lot, and it's not just old people saying, get off my lawn. I've heard young, I've heard middle age, and I've heard the elderly speak that what they think is missing with a lot of stuff and a lot of content is just heart and just kind of going through the motions. It's missing some type of heart element that really connects you with humans. I think you were talking about if a human sees something that's not natural, it kind of automatically suspends your belief of what that is because that's not real.
Right.
And I think people are going to be able to decipher that.
Yeah. So really what Ben Affleck, to boil it all down, is saying it's going to be a tool. He said if you are, for instance, in the graphics, AI, all that kind of stuff, yeah, your job could be in trouble because he thinks they're going to be able to make the movies a lot cheaper, a lot quicker. He said they'll be able to make more episodes. Say Game of Thrones. It took forever to do all those effects. AI will do it now quickly. So you could get 2 seasons in the same time you would get 1.
But like, for example, the Curb Your Enthusiasm, a lot of times Larry David would have a storyline, he'd have an outline, but he would allow actors to kind of do improv and do things only they could do from their own original, whatever's inside of them. They'd come up with their own line. And that's what improv is. Good luck duplicating that with AI.
Right.
Because you're not going to be able to.
Yeah. Ultimately, what Ben Affleck had to say is very positive for creatives in Hollywood. He's saying you've got a tool, you don't have a replacement. Well, Virginia tends to always bring in these TikTok videos, but could this be different? Could there actually be some truth to this TikTok video that she has brought in that claims that it has found the perfect food?
It's the most nutritionally beneficial food that you can put in your body because of all of the amazing health benefits.
What's in it?
So much good stuff.
That's not what's in it?
Well, here's what TikTok says.
Caviar is really powerful in that other than breast milk, it is the only naturally occurring source of specialized pro-resolving mediators. So it's providing phospholipid form, DHA and EPA, so your fish oil, but in the purest form, in a phospholipid form that's going to get through, that's what makes a liposome. So it's going to get through the bloodstream into your little cells to be really integrated into our cells. But it's also providing these very powerful anti-inflammatory molecules called SPMs. And SPMs are fascinating because they regulate our immune response. And so it's getting in very deep to actually produce a healthy inflammation response in the body and act as like a natural anti-inflammatory.
Oh, let me. The other guy. Oh, that's amazing.
That's amazing.
You're the most inflamed guy I know. You need some anti-inflam.
Yeah, I know. You really kind of burned me up.
Yes. She's the one flaming you up.
Eat these eggs.
Yeah, because, she knows how much I love beluga. So let's go ahead and talk about beluga.
Yeah.
And so caviar is one of my favorite recommendations. Anytime you eat sushi, make sure you get some salmon roe. I give it to my kids. We eat it in our house. It's so much better, in my opinion, than taking anything that's processed in terms of a fish oil. I think it's just a absolute power food.
Wow.
I mean, it is the most amazing source of fish oil. It's fish.
You can tell her kids get straight A's in everything, and she tells everybody about it.
Yes.
She's got that sticker on her car.
Oh, my kids make A+ since they were 4. Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah, they love beluga.
So what about the ongoing cost? I mean, that I know the reputation of caviar is it's not very cheap. So.
Well, if you're doing like certain caviar, yes, it's not cheap. But you can find more affordable caviar, and you can find, like the salmon roe can be particularly affordable.
Ooh, the salmon roe, that sounds delicious.
It's fatter and fishier.
Ooh, just what you love, Bird. Wow.
Someone did send me a very scathing email about my hatred for not liking eating fish. Like, why do you not even like eating fish? It's so good for you. It's so stupid you make fun of that. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. I was a fish stick guy.
You were raised on processed foods. The only kind of fish you're eating is from the Gordon's Fisherman.
I mean, eating McDonald's fish was a delicacy.
I do see that caviar is extremely high in sodium, very high cholesterol, low fiber too. So it's not necessarily a complete food, but maybe it would be good for getting the fish oils like you're talking about.
So you ain't pooping on your stuff. Ain't no fiber in there.
Yes. So, yeah, they say maybe if you supplement a diet or if you're using it for the fish oils, that could work. So I wouldn't say it's completely a bunk thing.
Eat your fiber, but then also mix in a little caviar. So maybe I'll take my prunes and put a little caviar on them and eat that like a little snack.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
That sounds like the worst thing I've ever heard as far as that's not even a snack, by the way. You are offending the snack community. And during Fair Month?
I'm going to bring that in for you for Do It, bitch.
That sounds like such a miserable snack. If I was on an island, I would contemplate death. All right.
Now, you also saw another TikTok video, Virginia, and this one says if you have gluten sensitivity and you accidentally eat something that has gluten in it, you should shoot 2 shots of tequila because it neutralizes the gluten and you won't have any issues.
That's what this hooker is claiming in this video. And, my daughter Magnolia has gluten sensitivity now, so I'm in that world and people send me these videos. The girl in the video, she has really bad gluten sensitivity. Like, she will throw up. She will be sick for days. So she explained in the video, she went to a restaurant, she ordered gluten-free product, and she was accidentally served whatever she got, like pasta or whatever, but it had the gluten in it. It wasn't the gluten-free version like she asked for. So she goes, I've been glutened.
I've been glutened.
Like it was roofied, but with glute.
Do you know how they on TikTok they'll always have like a part 1, a part 2, a part 3. The next part, like part 2, goes, guys, I went to the doctor and they said actually I don't. The throwing up's from all the tequila I've been drinking.
Right.
Yeah. I don't have a gluten problem. I have a drinking problem.
Here she is making her claims in her TikTok video.
The fun thing about having celiac is when you get gluten, because like your buckwheat soba was actually not gluten-free, like they said it was.
I hate to judge a person by their voice, but I'm sorry, this girl does not have a reputable voice.
I think she's panicking because she just got glutened.
Oh, she did.
And she's now in real time trying this remedy.
So as she's panicking, she's like, oh my gosh, I got to make this into a TikTok video. So even though it's a life or death situation, she is smart enough to start recording on video perfectly.
It's all about likes and shares.
Now, was she still panicking when she edited the video, uploaded it, and then said like, share, and follow me?
I don't know.
Because, I mean, that panic really, those symptoms come out when you're panicking.
Oh, yeah.
You upload and edit videos.
Are you saying she's not being honest?
Well, you're making it sound like someone's got a gun to her head and
I
it's the
believed
end
her.
of the world. And
she looks very sincere.
Okay.
You get to leave work and miss out on $150, but you get to have 2 shots of tequila because tequila acts as a dissolving agent for gluten, and it works. This literally saves lives. I look 9 months pregnant right now, but this will help me not projectile vomit for the next 3 days. 2 shots.
Okay.
And then she does 2 shots of tequila. Now, she's obviously not a drinker, so she struggles with them. But I'd take them down, no problem. But if it neutralizes the gluten, isn't that good for someone who's sensitive?
It was if it was true.
yeah, if it was true.
Yeah.
And these magical beans I found in my yard work. And you have to plant them and...
Well, how do we know it's not true?
I did a search on this, and it says, no, this is not true, and it's actually dangerous misinformation.
So we're really kind of doing... even though the worst possible scenario here, we're going on the airwaves.
Should I resend that message that I sent to Magnolia?
Yeah, I mean, unless you want to give her dangerous information.
Well, send it if she's like rushing for a sorority.
She's already in.
Yeah, president, by the way.
All right, seriously, this is the year we fact check Virginia a little bit more, Kevin.
Oh, don't worry, I'm on it.
Because I get the heat from what she says.
I was ready. I'm not going to let this one fly.
She'll say some crazy stuff about TikTok, and then I get the heat from it.
Well, I was just hopeful because, look, it's the best of all worlds coming together.
It would be awesome.
A little tequila buzz, plus it neutralizes the gluten. Like, that's amazing.
I'm not mad because you're watching TikTok. I'm mad for me and Kevin.
Yeah.
Because we get the scrap metal. From your insane.
The shrapnel?
Yes.
It says tequila or any alcohol does not neutralize gluten. Gluten is a protein, and once it's ingested, alcohol cannot break it down, cancel it out, or prevent your immune system or digestive system from reacting. Alcohol can actually make symptoms worse because it irritates the gut lining, increases inflammation, and can cause and intensify your nausea, cramping, diarrhea, brain fog, and fatigue.
So wait, you're saying it might not be true?
It actually might be the worst thing. In fact, they're saying it is actually the worst thing you could do.
Hold on. Are you trying to tell me Virginia's wrong?
Completely wrong. Yes. Yes.
I was so hopeful.
Yes, I know.
I thought I had solved a medical crisis.
Yeah, no, they say if somebody tries to come back at you, tequila is made from 100% agave, which is gluten-free, so people are confusing that it's safe to drink or it's medicinal. It's not any kind of friend for anyone who is, lactose intolerant, has a gluten sensitivity. They say that the alcohol can temporarily numb discomfort, but it'll make symptoms feel delayed or muted. The damage still occurs, and you'll likely feel worse afterwards.
And there's a chance your life will fall apart because you're drinking daily.
Yeah. But what was it about this girl that made it sound like she was credible?
The fun thing about having celiac is when you get gluten, because like your buckwheat soba was actually not gluten-free.
You get glutened.
Yeah.
That, to me, was the funniest part. Like, she's using it like roofied.
Right. She got glutened.
I got glutened.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you're looking for an excuse to do tequila, then just come up with another one because that one doesn't work. Is it possible that medical marijuana doesn't do what they had said it did? Is it a bunch of hype? Well, there is a new study that is coming out saying that medical marijuana is facing new questions about whether it actually helps with chronic pain.
Here we go. Another hit piece, Denny's.
This is the part they're attacking now. They say a major review of clinical trials found that cannabis products didn't work any better than a placebo for long-term pain, and people using THC were more likely to report side effects like dizziness and sleepiness.
Who came out with this story? WeHatePot.org?
Yeah, we got Captain Crust, but we also have Captain Cannabis.
I know, absolutely, yeah.
Captain Crust can't. Captain Crust he's straight-laced.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine how hefty Captain Crust would be if he was also Captain Cannabis?
Yeah, it's too much.
It's too much.
Yeah, they've backed up the 21 clinical trials, 2,100 adults, and I think even they'll admit is that it's still too small of a sample to have definite conclusion, but it does call into question what they used to say about how they would justify medical marijuana, say you need it for the pain. They're like, we're not seeing in our trials that we've started right now that it is doing what it said it would do. Now, they do say that it does help with things like nausea from chemotherapy or some seizure disorders, but when it comes to chronic pain, that's the part they're attacking. They say the evidence is weaker than many people believe.
Yeah, but there are people who do, unless they're trying to say it's a placebo, who do have chronic pain, and they've gone on record and say, look, after I've done my, however you take your cannabis, I do feel some relief. I do feel better. If not, if anything, I'm resting better, which helps repair your body. So there are benefits there. I know I sound like pro-weed guy right now.
But what they found was they were giving those people a placebo. And they were saying all that, saying, I feel better. They're like, well, we didn't give you anything that actually should make you feel better.
But they also were probably smoking weed on the side as well. Like, oh, thanks for the placebo. And they would go home. All right, light up that blunt.
Yeah, I would imagine you'd have to do a drug test on them then to see if they did sneak it in themselves while doing it.
I don't know, it just seems like a... Well, let's find a reason here.
Yeah, is this politically agendaed?
They had no funding. I did take a look. There was no funding in the studies. So they include that just so you know if there's any kind of bias. No one paid them to do it.
Well, I know a lot of the old people in my neighborhood are definitely enjoying medical marijuana, and it makes them happier. It makes their life better.
Yeah, and look, it's not saying that it doesn't have any benefits. They're just saying that if you're saying the chronic pain and that's what it does and that's why it's being prescribed, that maybe that's a little bunk and it's not true.
Ask Ricky Williams what he thinks. Guy's body was beaten up. They wanted him to take prescription pills, and that he was demonized because he didn't want to take pills and then wanted to smoke weed, which helped his body, he said. And
we did Ricky wrong.
Ricky got done wrong. I'm not saying Ricky played everything right, because I'm sure if you look into everything, but he was done wrong.
He was done wrong when he was just trying to promote a natural agenda instead of pharmaceuticals. But he was villainized for that.
Well, it's like the person who's hammered at a barbecue. They're on their 9th beer trying to tell you why weed is wrong as you're screaming at your kid and your wife is in the corner in tears. No, it's just a little hypocritical, in my opinion.
Drinking is way worse, you're saying.
Well, it's the person that drinks, gets hammered, and then condemns people for smoking weed. You're a hypocrite. That's a definition.
Where I have concern with this is it is very clear that Governor DeSantis is going to railroad any ballot measure that is going to put recreational marijuana on the ballot here in the state of Florida. They're doing everything they can. They're moving the goalposts and doing all this stuff to keep it off of the ballot. Now, if you start attacking the medical part of it, will they then say, okay, let's go after that next? Because we've got a study saying it's not helping with chronic pain.
They're never getting recreational. Now let's take their medical away.
And that's where I am most concerned about this study. That's why I bring this up, is to say, hey, look, I'm all for people using it. And I think already if it's helping people with nausea from chemo and seizure disorders.
It does.
And all those things. And they're saying that still seems to prove true. It's just the chronic pain part of it. They're saying that maybe it doesn't do what you expected.
It helps people who have bad appetites. There's some people who just don't get hungry. And I mean, that's a real thing. I mean, I know somebody in my family who just has a problem getting an appetite.
Gosh, I wish that was my problem.
And weed does speed that up for them.
Yeah. So I don't know that this is anything, but when I saw that headline, it got me a little concerned, saying, I know we're not going to get recreational marijuana. That ain't happening in Florida. Now, if they start putting these little things out there about, maybe we should reconsider the medical marijuana too. I'm like, yeah, don't.
Could they roll it back, or
They could do anything, Virginia.
could they change the people that are allowed to get it, and then all of a sudden, pain, you can't get it. You can only get it for chemo or
Possibly. Yeah, it could limit who would be able to get it by prescription. That might be the next thing, is saying, are we getting a little loose with who we write these medical marijuana prescriptions for?
Because right now you can get it with anxiety.
I know.
Well,
And who isn't anxious amongst us?
But you could go to a doctor and get anxiety pills for the same thing. I mean, it's not the same thing, but I'm saying there's other avenues to get it. I mean, there's real medicine out there for people who struggle with anxiety, and it's a game of semantics because you're saying you can get, because if you take Xanax for anxiety, it alters your thinking.
Definitely.
It alters what you are doing, just like anything that puts in your body that's supposed to alter. So it's like one's okay because the doctors are saying it's okay, and one's not because we're still fighting this fight.
It's about money.
Reefer madness from the 1910s.
It's about money. Big Pharma pays.
Yeah.
Big Pharma pays.
Probably will be. But, the one thing that did concern me when I saw that, you thought the medical marijuana was entrenched enough. Will that be the next thing that gets in the crosshairs and they go back after it? I guess we'll have to wait and see where it goes.
I tell everybody, if you're able to afford it and get it, just get your medical card. It's so much easier on your brain.
It is, but then if they come after who can get on the medical card, that could change the game. So hopefully it doesn't get to that. Do you have a great way to get yourself to sleep? There are all kinds of little hacks that are out there now. And, as much as you try, and to me, I do everything I can to stay in a good routine. I know all the little rules about getting good sleep. And there are just some nights where either you can't get to sleep or you wake up and you can't get back to sleep. So what do you do? Now, they talk about different breathing techniques and all kinds of stuff you can do. One technique that they have on social media here on TikTok is a hack about moving your eyes back and forth.
If you can't fall asleep, close your eyes and slowly roll them. This motion tires your eye muscles and sends a signal to your brain that it's time to sleep. Continue this for about 1 minute until your insomnia fades and you fall asleep faster.
Sounds way too good to be true, Mr. TikTok. I like you're trying to make people feel better, but you, my friend, are a liar.
I've tried this one before. I've seen this. I've heard of it. And part of my problem with some of the breathing techniques and the hacks, I start doing them a little bit, and then my mind goes off into another direction. I'm like, oh, that's right. I forgot I was trying this sleep hack. And then I started going down a different train of thought, and I couldn't stay with it.
Kev, that's why I don't count sheep. They always say, count sheep, takes your mind off it. By the 7th sheep, it's a dragon. Then the 8th one's a demon. Then the 9th one is Jason Voorhees. You start going into these.
So then are you asleep?
No, now I'm just thinking about horrifying things. And the sheep are jumping, and they're not even sheep anymore. I'm going, what am I doing here? Just get up.
The sheep is now dancing with the demon.
Well, it's kind of like, don't think about the purple elephant with the trombone in the corner. What are you thinking about right now? Purple elephant with a trombone in the corner.
Yeah, so I have heard about those kind of things. That is my issue, and that's what I would say is that if you have a busy mind, and that's usually the problem, I don't find these things to be effective for that reason.
I combo two things if I'm struggling, and sometimes it's a little bit more difficult than other times because my mind won't shut off about like situations or things, and it wants to fix problems with people that are annoying me. So what I do is I do in through the nose, out through the mouth, and then like imagine myself on a porch with a broom sweeping away all the negative thoughts. So in through the nose, out through the mouth, and then just all it is sweep, 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 sweep. And I do love to sweep. And so I think it relaxes my brain because I picture myself just sweeping the porch while I'm continuing to just breathe in through my nose, out through my mouth. And that really does help me. I don't let any other thoughts in except sweep, 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 sweep.
Sometimes I'll do that with baseball, just someone throwing baseballs. I'm just hitting a baseball constantly over and over again. But then that turned into a weird thing as well. They say sometimes do this, and I'm not sure how everyone would do it. It's kind of one of those, it's almost like based in philosophy. So when it says they say how to do it, it's kind of confusing. They say try to become a witness of your thoughts. So if you're trying to sleep, instead of you, Virginia, thinking about, I have to do this, I have to do that, go take a step back and just let the thought go in your head, and like you're watching a movie. It means nothing. It's basically a scene in a movie, and if you have that technique with all of those thoughts, you start to rest your mind and start becoming more in the now. Now, I'm not sure if that works.
Disassociative.
Yes, but you have to consciously do that.
I don't hate it.
I think my issue, and what I've heard, because I've even done some of the training with the meditation, is they say as your mind does wander, just gently bring it back and try to stay on course. It is natural that you will do that, but hopefully that starts to calm your mind. So a lot of people will go through gratitude. Some people will pray. Some people do different things to kind of get onto a monotonous tone in their head. And that ultimately is what you try to do. And it is natural for it to go away. And I think that probably any of these things, the eye hack and all that stuff, I've tried all those. Those aren't ultimately effective for me.
I think a lot of that stuff, too, takes practice. I mean, when people say they can't meditate, it really makes me want to go meditate because I get angry. It's not easy.
Yeah.
You're not going to get it the first month. It takes work to do that. You have to do it daily, and most people don't want to do that because it's another thing to do.
And putting yourself to sleep, those meditative techniques really do help you.
Right.
But you've got to practice them, and you've got to get in a little rhythm of keeping to try it every night.
Be careful, though, because they do have meditation songs you can go to sleep to. I thought one was meditation. It was actually tantric music. I could not go to sleep.
No, it didn't work for you, huh? Yeah.
Stayed up and had a tug party.
It just, tell you what, I couldn't sleep. The thoughts were flowing.
Well, I think what it is, there's just so much that goes into it. Really having great sleep is a routine, staying in that routine, understanding what you can and cannot put in your body and when, and then just every day it's a commitment to do it. If you do struggle with sleep, it is something that you can't ever not focus on.
There's this old clip from this doctor. It looks probably from the 50s, and he's looking in the camera. Here's the one thing people will not tell you. The single most important thing one can do in their life is get disciplined when it comes to their sleep. It changes your entire life. You're a better person. You're a better father. You're a better mother. It really says if you can get yourself in a legit routine, how much of a better person you become.
I believe that.
Yep. Probably something to it. The crazy thing about it, I used to always say it right. And then it got in my head and I can never remember. Is it I could care less or I couldn't care less?
I couldn't care less. But you know what? I slip up. I know I've said I could care less when I meant to say I couldn't care less.
Oh, someone corrected me on social media about that because I said I couldn't care less. Like, Bird, it is, blah, blah, blah. And I just put PPS. I really couldn't care less.
Yeah. I don't know what it was. I think I used to say it right, and then I heard so many people saying it wrong that threw the confusion in there. Now, logically, it's supposed to be I couldn't care less is what you would say.
Because I care so little, it's impossible for me to care less about whatever it is you're saying.
So like the dirt of the day, it would make sense.
Yes, you couldn't care less about the Beckham story, and you made it very public.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Hurt my feelings.
I didn't say, but I was good during the dirt. I barely even ripped on it. What are you talking about?
So mean. So mean.
I know, the victim over here.
Have you ever said, I've got hunger pains?
Yes.
Seems like a common one. The original right phrase is hunger pangs, sharp cramps from hunger.
Pang.
Yes, but we've kind of, somehow that phrase has morphed because how often do you say pang?
I don't
like
know.
A terrible pang.
What a pang. What is a pang?
Exactly. I think a lot of people are like, what's a pang? I don't get it. So I know what pain is. I don't know what a pang is. So everybody says hunger pains, but it's actually supposed to be hunger pangs.
I want to go ahead on record and say hunger pain and hunger pangs can be both accepted.
I think it does work. But yeah, it's just kind of saying that, these are common phrases that have kind of morphed now, and they are starting to become what they are, which is actually incorrect versions of what the original phrase was.
Well, pain makes sense. Pang doesn't make sense. And I think that one is better if you say pain, because people understand what you're talking about. If you say pang, a lot of people are like, what the hell's a pang?
Right.
Yeah. And also, I've been hungry to the point where I'm like, I'm in pain. I got to get some pancakes in me.
Pancakes?
Yes, I am in. I'm like a bear.
I'm desperate.
Yeah, I'm starving.
One I always get wrong is first come, first serve. It's actually supposed to be first come, first served. Otherwise, the first person would be doing the serving.
Ah.
First come, first served.
Yes.
With the D.
Yes.
I don't want to be running your pancakes to you. I want to be eating your pancakes with you.
That's technically the difference in how you say that phrase.
Gotcha.
Is what that means.
Yeah, but I got hunger pangs.
Have you ever heard when somebody says it doesn't pass the mustard?
Yes.
It's actually supposed to be muster. That's the correct idiom of it. It means to meet standards or to be approved, but it's kind of morphed into, and people didn't really know what muster is.
Well, it's cut
so they
the
went with
mustard.
Yeah.
That isn't
cut the mustard.
Yeah, Kevin's not cutting the mustard.
You're passing it.
But he is cutting the cheese.
Yes. They say if you've got another thing coming, which actually was even a very popular hair band song back in the day, it is supposed to be you've got another think coming, as in rethink it.
Oh.
So if somebody would say something, be going, yeah, you got another think coming. Like you need to sit down and think about that a little bit more. But now it's kind of morphed into you got another thing coming.
Which can be interpreted as what's coming up.
Violence?
Yeah. You have another thing.
It's almost like a threat now.
It
is. It is. It was supposed to be like, take a pause. Get yourself right because your thinking is not correct. And now it's like, all right, you want to do that? You got another thing coming.
You got another thing coming, Sinicki, and it's hunger pangs.
Put them up. I'm ready to get froggy.
The oldest scapegoat that a lot of people use is supposed to be scapegoat. That is someone who takes the blame for others. Comes from an old story about goats and whatnot. So
not
the
a goat doing
goat's
it.
not escaping.
He's not in an escape room, like nailing it.
Not doing that. The old nip it in the butt is nip it in the bud.
Yeah, because nip it in the butt in 2026, it could mean a lot of things, man.
Stay away from my butt. For all intensive purposes, the real phrase is actually supposed to be for all intents and purposes, meaning essentially or in effect, but we've changed it to all intensive purposes.
I want to get all these right, but I don't have faith in me. I just don't think I can cut the mustard.
There you go, Bird. That's correct.
Someone's listening.
I'm using it properly. And I had kind of done this well because I'm terrible at math. Have you ever said somebody did a 360?
Yes.
If they have, they're going back in the direction they originally were.
Wrong direction.
It's got to be a 180.
180, yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, I've been corrected on that before, too. You can't do a 360. You're right back where you started from, dummy.
Stupid.
And another thing I'm being corrected on, Tony saying Judas Priest was no hairband, sir.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Tony in the chat room was complaining? What? That's insane.
He's calling me on it. They're a rock band. They're not a hair band.
Well, why don't you challenge him? You got another thing coming.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
You got another think coming, Tony.
To be quite honest,
rethinking. No, I think he's right.
I don't think Tony can cut the mustard in the chat room.
Judas Priest was not a hair band.
I could give a frog's fat ass.
Yeah. I think only me and Tony, the only two people care about that debate. All right, Bird, if you would, time for you to wrap us all up here with a lovely thought for the day.
Okay.
Uh-oh, he needs glasses. Here.
Thank you.
Emergency glasses.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this is very topical for what you guys had to go through. Of all the fish in the sea, I'm so glad y'all swam to me.
Aww. When you drink fish juice, it's nice to get a fish quote.
Yeah.
It's a chaser.
It's a callback from earlier today.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.